I want to go to Mark in Dallas. Welcome. Hi.
Karen, it's
Hi.
an honor to speak with you. I'm in my car right now. I'm going to pull over so I can have this conversation. But as I told you, the person I just spoke to on the phone, I'm a white guy, and I've listened to you for so long, and I balance, my intake of information over across. I'm a progressive, but I like to hear what the other people are saying and all of that. But I want to tell you something. How the good that you're doing. Um, and I do want to encourage you to keep posting your videos on YouTube because I had the greatest time the other day listening to you. It's like things that are a year or 2 years old. You talking to people, Chad in Mississippi or, whomever, Ed in Michigan or whatever. And I want to tell you what good you're doing out there. And I think that when you set people back and you say, you don't know my experience, and it speaks to me in a heartfelt way. You don't know. I'm like I said, I'm a 50-year-old white guy. When I get pulled over in a car, I don't fear for my life. And you have made it crystal clear that that's not the experience of everyone.
Now we
And I
got to
just want
Mark.
to
Are you
give
Mark?
you
Are you willing to do the next thing? Are you willing
tell
to
me what it
really?
is.
Okay. Why do you identify as being a white guy? What does that even
Well,
mean?
I
And I'm
said
going to
it
keep I'm
only
going to keep that
because.
question on the table, and
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why, Mark in Dallas, because I
Okay.
believe
Okay.
that's central to America's healing. They want us to heal and come together. We can't come together as long as there is a notion that somebody's white and other people are not. This notion of whiteness that you have bought into is part of the problem. Is that offensive to you?
No, I don't buy into it. You've got me wrong. You've got me wrong.
No, you
I only
identify with
said
it. I'm
that
not trying
because.
to challenge you. So right there,
Yeah,
calm down,
I'm trying to.
relax.
Okay. No, oh, no, 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 no. I'm not upset.
What does it mean to be white to you?
It means I'm privileged, and that's what I'm echoing to you. I don't. I only said that because um, I see you. I understand what you're saying, and I am with you. And I just want to. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should not have had said that. But I said it only to say that there are those of us who are different than other, that we
See. I
see
mean,
the
and
world the
listen,
same
Mark. I'm
way.
smiling as
And
you're.
maybe you don't like that.
No. It's not about whether I like it or not. As long as our identity is tied to something that doesn't exist, but it's the thing that separates and stratifies this country and the world. We can't come together. And I'm saying something that is unusual, but I'm saying something in love. If we're human beings, the notion that Mark in Dallas is a white man juxtaposes you to Karen Hunter as a black woman, and there should be no juxtaposition. And how do you describe yourself? And if you can't describe yourself other than a made up complexion, which none of us are, by the way, I'm not black and you're not white, and we can't solve that problem, I don't know that we can come together. Do you see what I'm saying? For me, this is central, this conversation.
I apologize
No,
for
don't
saying that.
don't
I only
apologize. We've been conditioned. Please do not apologize. I'm saying something in love right now, Mark. Can we get to a point where Mark in Dallas is Mark in Dallas, calling the Karen Hunter show and having a conversation?
Well, I'm the Mark in Dallas calling the Karen Hunter show, and that's not what about it is. What I'm saying is, I think you're misconstruing my point. My point is that I can be white, whatever the constructs are. I can be this, I can be that. Listen, I believe that we are all human beings, and the only reason I said that was to be able to counterpoint some of the people who've called
I
in
get it.
and
I see
said,
you. I see you. And I'm not trying to cut you off. You're not giving me the credit to see you. I'm asking a fundamentally different question of you. And I want you to sit with it for a minute and not respond and not be defensive. I want you to really sit with this notion of whiteness and ask yourself, why am I white? And I want you to sit with it and then let's have a conversation. Because if you're 55, you've been dealing with this for a long time. This is your identity. What would it take for it not to be your identity? This is your homework, Mark. And I want you to call back. And I want to have this conversation with everyone who is listening who does not in this country have melanin, whatever that means, and ask yourself, what have I bought into? What have I been taught about this? And this will then take you down a rabbit hole to start to examine every single myth of everything you've been taught in your history classes about America exceptionalism. All of this. And it's important, y'all. Listen, I don't know how many of us have been, trained and conditioned from a little person, and this goes to religion and everything else. But this race thing, we saw it manifest January 6th. How do we get rid of it?